Hello YouTube, it's your boy Philip Richard once again with another video. So on today's video we're gonna talk about traveling, especially traveling abroad away from home. So it's like we'll talk about top 6 reasons to travel abroad while you are still young. Guys, it is very important to travel while you are still young. For me, of course, I started traveling when I'm still older, but for you guys, you can start traveling when you are still young. There are lots and lots of benefits you can get when you are traveling abroad, when you are moving around this world. You can really find important opportunities because there are lots and lots of things out there for you guys to see and to explore. So it's about you guys to travel. Okay, without wasting much time, let's first look at the first reason why you have to travel abroad while you are still young. You will get out of your comfort zone. A lot of you guys, when you are at home, you depend everything on your parents, like my dad or my mom or my uncle do this, or whosoever. Any relative, you will depend on relatives to do a lot of things for you. That's your comfort zone, and because that's your comfort zone, you don't learn a lot of things, and you just think everything will come for free, and because of that you don't learn a lot of things. But when you start traveling, you get out of your comfort zone, because as people, as human beings, we learn a lot of things when we are not in our comfort zone. We learn a lot of things in uncomfortable situations. In uncomfortable situation, it's when we can learn a lot of things, and the things that we learn in an uncomfortable situation, those things really stick in our mind. So guys, something here. Okay, guys, if you want to learn a lot of things about life or a lot of things about anything, start traveling abroad. Get out of your comfort zone, because in your comfort zone you are not learning a lot of things. You are depending on your mom, or you are depending on your dad or anyone else to help you out. But when you start traveling, you get out of your comfort zone and you start facing the world yourself, and it's when you start learning a lot of things. Okay, sorry guys, people just flew down. All right, the second point, it's about traveling builds confidence. When you travel, you start building up your confidence. Just imagine you are in a foreign country and you want to use a public transport, because maybe in your country you are not, or the transport system of your country, it can be totally different with another country. So when you are struggling to learn how to use public transport, or asking a random guy for direction, just meeting a guy or a lady or anyone else on the street, and you are starting and you start asking, can you help me, where can I go here, or where can I go there, or whatever. Just approaching someone, a stranger, it means you have started now building confidence. Okay, and struggling yourself to use public transport or whatever the system of that foreign country, it's when you start building up your confidence. So traveling also helps to build confidence. So guys, young guys, you young ones, start traveling. You learn a lot of things. Get out of your comfort zone and you start building up your confidence. Okay, another point, it's you will develop cultural sensitivity. Okay, this one is about, when you talk of cultural sensitivity, it's about, sometimes maybe we hear a lot of things, like to say maybe people of this part of the world they do this, or people of this part of the world they do this. But sometimes when you travel and you meet these people, it's when you start now developing this cultural sensitivity, whereby you know exactly why those people do those things. Maybe, for example, people who maybe people of India, they do this in the morning, or when they are eating they do this, or whatever. You don't know why they do that. When you travel, when you meet these people, you understand. You start to understand now why those people do those things. So now it means you are now developing this cultural sensitivity, because you are meeting these people live, you are seeing these people live, and you are learning, and even yourself you start understanding, because guys, this world is big. Of course, now we say with the globalization we say the world is small, but this world is big, and it has different kinds of people with different cultural values, different cultural values, norms, whatever. People are different culturally, so we have to learn about other people's culture to understand those people. So when we travel, we develop this cultural sensitivity, and we start respecting people according to their culture. We don't just judge them. No, we don't just judge the people. No, but we understand them because we have met these people. Okay, another point. Point number 4. You can adapt to globalization. When you travel, it's when you started to adapt to globalization. This is to say about maybe learning new languages, or about learning new cultures, meeting people, making friends from all over the world. It means you are now becoming a global person. That's you are adapting to globalization. So in doing so, when we travel, we are adapting to globalization, because whether we wish or not, the world now is becoming smaller because of the technology, or the traveling the aircrafts. You know, with aircrafts, people can travel long distances in a very short period of time, and because of that, now it means now this globalization is really happening, and when we travel, we become part of the globalization. And when we adapt to globalization, it means now we are meeting different kinds of people. We are spending much time with people who speak a different language from us, and we are learning something from them. You know, it means we are adapting to globalization. Okay, so that's point number 4. Point number 5, you can learn a foreign language. It's not every time when we travel to a country where they speak the same language like us. No, because other countries, they have got their own language. So when we travel, it's when we meet people who can speak a different language from us. So in doing so, sometimes it's when we can also start to learn a different language as well. So that's point number 5. You can learn a foreign language. That's point number 5. The last point, last but not least, human connection. When you travel, we connect with other people. We connect with other people. The world, we can make friends. Other people, they can marry foreign ladies or foreign men. Of course, that depends on the person. But a lot of people travel not for those things, but human connection, whereby it's about understanding people of the world. Because sometimes you can meet people who don't know much about other countries. They can ask you, guys, people can ask silly questions. In your country, do you have an airport? Or in your country, do you have rice? What do you eat in your country? Like those things. So when you travel and you meet these kind of people, sometimes you can be annoyed, you can get annoyed with them, but sometimes it's good just to sit down with them and tell them more about your country, and they start understanding. And also, in so doing, we can have this what we call a connection, a human connection. So traveling helps humans to connect. So I've listed 6 reasons to travel abroad while you are still young. 6 reasons to travel abroad while you are still young. Just to remind you, the first one I've said, you will get out of your comfort zone. The comfort zone sometimes, guys, is not a good place to stay longer, because in a comfort zone, no, you don't learn a lot of things in a comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone, go out there, and you learn a lot of things. Meet different kinds of people, learn about their culture, learn a different language. All those things are very important in life. So the first point I said, you get out of your comfort zone. Point number 2, I said traveling builds confidence. When you're in a foreign country, guys, all the fear can go somewhere else, I don't know, but you can start now believing in yourself that you can really do something. It's night or it's midnight, and you don't know how to travel from where you are to or somewhere else to get a hotel. So maybe the people there in that country, they don't speak the language that you speak. Guys, it's when you start building up the confidence inside you. So traveling helps people to build confidence. That is really true. Another point I said, you develop cultural sensitivity, whereby you start understanding why other people of that place they do those things. Sometimes you can judge people, the people of this part of the world, they do this or they do that. You can just judge them, but without understanding why they do those things. So when you travel, it's when you start understanding why those people do those things. So when you travel, you start developing cultural sensitivity. Another point I've said, you can adapt to globalization, whereby you can get a job in a foreign country where there are different kinds of people, not people of your country. Because when you travel to another country, for example, and you get a job there, definitely you'll be working with people from other parts of the world. You're adapting to globalization. See? So traveling is really very important. Another point number 5, I said, you can learn a foreign language. Definitely when you're in a foreign country, the country that speaks a different language from you, it's good to learn that language so that the communication should be easier for you. So yeah, definitely when you travel, it's when you can learn a foreign language. Another point I've said, point number 6, human connection, whereby you are abroad, you meet people from all kinds of all corners of the world, and maybe you're having dinner together, or you're eating together, in general, you are dating each other's stories. It's a human connection, whereby when you just sleep in your comfort zone, if you are just in your comfort zone, you cannot see all these things we are talking about. So traveling abroad when you are still young can really help you, especially the young ones. It can really help you to build you up to another person, to another level. So it is really very important. Okay guys, I've talked a lot. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like and to share the video. Help me to build this channel so that I should make more and more of these videos. So guys, thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and turn on the notification button so that whenever I post a video, you should be the first one to see it. Guys, till next time.